We are part of God. We are extensions of the Mother and the Father coming together. Living a physical life here. We are that. I am that I am, that I am, that I am. I am that. Practice saying that. For that is what you truly, truly are. You are a divine light. You are God incarnate, a spark of God, an aspect of God, an experience, an experiment of energy coming into matter to be able to feel, to touch, to sense, to walk, to breathe. Hello and welcome, beautiful sacred souls. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for allowing me to tap into your energy for this reading today. And there goes the distractions again. I'm going to tell you guys, I went to sit down to do this transmission today, and I sat here, I bet 3 times, and every time I sat down, that noise would begin with a distraction trying to deter me from bringing my message, trying to stop me from bringing my message. Well, I'm here to say that I can speak louder than that. And as long as you are willing to have the irritation in the background, I will bring you the message. They are not going to stop me with the noise and the distractions of what I think has to be a perfect video each and every time. They have found that as my weakness, and they have been using that against me, and they're not going to use it anymore because I will just speak louder. All right. I have been receiving a lot of messages through my dreams and through dream time. It was 1:44 just as that happened, you guys. I got to laugh. My last couple of videos have talked about coming out of a place of where you felt you had to be a certain thing, or finding someone else that had all the answers and allowing them to really feed them to you. You know, disappointment in gurus, seeing the false teacher, you know, really come forward and falling. And I had a channeling that spoke about this, actually. It might have even been my 2025 reading that I did. I don't remember. And it talked about the light being shone onto these false teachers, bringing forward repetitive things, you know, being controlled by the mass and by money, by greed, you know, by those that would pay them. And let's face it and be honest here, money is a big thing in this world. We need it to survive, don't we? You know, and some people are unfortunately tempted and lured by that, especially when they're in a space of vulnerability. And I have discovered and have been told that this is happening, and I have witnessed it myself in seeing these things. So anyway, I want to let you guys know that what's happening right now in this energy is that things are coming back around to kind of deter you from your direction or from your path. And even with me, like, you know, I got into a disagreement with Glenn, and this doesn't happen very often, you know, and it was silly, really. It really wasn't anything that just kind of escalated into this big thing, you know, and I felt unheard, and you know, so did he. And I know for me, I have been receiving information to really stand up for myself and to really speak up, because for a long time I just kind of, oh whatever, I'm just going to send them love, right? Sometimes we have to do more than that. Sometimes we have to make a stand, and sometimes we have to be heard. And sometimes we have to show that we have that confidence and we have that ability to be heard, that we know that we are of value. Doesn't mean the other person is not. It doesn't mean you have to be in total agreement all the time with someone. Doesn't mean you can't love them because you're not in agreement with them all the time. What it means is that you are an individual. And as an individual, you must be able to stand within your own light and trust yourself. And you are still an individual. So you are going to have different personality traits or different experiences than others, regardless of how long you've known someone. You still have not had all the same experiences. And quite often the most difficult relationships that we have are because those are the teachers in our life. And I have certainly found that my husband is one of my greatest teachers, as I am his. So when this came forward with this, I had dreams about it, and then it happened, and I was like, what is going on here? Like, why is this happening? Because in the past, I mean, definitely everybody has trials and tribulations within their relationships. I mean, you're lying if you're saying that you never, ever, have a disagreement, or you never ever have conflict or resistance in your relationship. I mean, you're lying. I'm sorry. I'm just going to tell it like it is. If you have a relationship like that, you're not communicating. You're certainly not communicating your own individuality. You are operating from a space of people pleasing, and so is that other person. If you're just walking around la 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 la, there's always going to be things that we are learning. That's what we're here for. So please make sure that you are, voicing yourself, that you are being yourself, that you are standing in your truth. And I journaled this, and I asked the divine, and I said, this is what I said. This dream took me back to the energy I felt many times around my relationships. The anger towards me while showing unconditional love, trust, and acceptance to others. Why am I being shown this again? I have worked very hard to overcome this. What is the point of circling back to it? And I ask questions, and then I just journal, and they just channel through me about what they want me to hear. And what they said is, this is an opportunity for you to see the lack of communication and the ability to stand up for yourself and your beliefs. When you allow others to just project onto you and you do nothing, it is a message to them that their behavior is acceptable. You take on the energy of protection, and through that protective shield, others are unable to reach you. Being silent is not always the answer, and you have the right to be seen and be heard. You are not here to be the sounding board for others to release their venom upon. Although you have the ability to transmute that energy, you have done that for long enough. Those that carry the venom must be willing to change and transform in a reasonable amount of time. Living within a shield does not allow the love to flow through, for all is energy. In placing a shield of protection, feels like the page is thick. In placing a shield of protection against specific people, you not only protect yourself from the negative, you also protect yourself from the positive. We are not saying that protection is not sometimes necessary, and setting boundaries to ward off that energy can be helpful. However, you need to consider the relationship behind the boundary. If you wish to give or receive nothing, then a boundary can be very effective. However, if you are looking to shield from only the negative energy, you may find yourself in repeating cycles. In order to have a relationship, we must heal and accept all of the aspects of that individual. You can choose not to be a part of their life, or you could help them to heal their wounds that are creating those responses that you feel you need to protect yourself from. This is done through honest communication, honoring one another in a conversation when someone shouts, it is because they feel unheard. When they spew venom, it is out of fear and anger, feeling unsafe. Create a safe space and allow them to be heard. That is your key to success. Wowzers, Spirit. So we have been sitting in a state of, and we have been told this a lot by a lot of spiritual teachers. And I'm not here to say that anybody's wrong or anything else. That's not why I'm bringing this up. All I'm doing is bringing what is brought to me and sharing it with you. If you resonate, go with it. If you don't, that's okay too. You be you and I'll be me, okay? So I'm just bringing what I am told and what I am asked to share. So it has been brought forward by a lot of spiritual teachers that, we just let it be. Just let it be. But sometimes we can't just let it be. Sometimes there is a lesson within that for us, a different lesson than just allowing others to be themselves. When you are continuously affected by a behavior, that is something that you need to take a look at, because there is a reflection, a wounding within you that needs to be healed and that you possibly need to speak up about. There is something that needs to be heard, something that needs to be shared, and you need to feel that you are safe as well. And when we feel that we are unsafe, that is when we put ourselves into a protective shield. And we have gone long enough with just sending love to other people without that behavior changing. It is now time when we begin to realize that life is of duality, and these things are not evil. These things that are happening over and over again, these negative cycles that are happening over and over again, are because we are sitting in a state of shame and guilt for possibly how we are feeling about certain things, that we feel that it is wrong for us as a spiritual person to feel anger or to feel spite or resentment or envy, that it is wrong for us. And that is that shadow aspect of something that is not being fulfilled within you, a want, a desire that is not being filled. So when you feel these things coming up, realizing that you're a human being and you're here to be able to feel that, you're able to feel both sides. And within that energy, as it happens, you are going to realize when you get into that space where there is something that you need that you are not receiving. So it is about your needs not really being met. What need is that? What is that wounding? What is that trigger in there where you are feeling unsafe or isolated or alone? And to really take a look at that. And sometimes we need to speak up about that. And we certainly need to speak up about the shadow aspect of the self. And I know we've talked about the shadow aspect, but there has also been a lot of talk about, just send love to it. Yes, send love to it. Definitely send love to it, because it needs it. It needs to have that love and that light. But look within yourself as to why is this coming into your awareness? Why are you aware of this shadow? Why are you being asked to send love to it? You are being asked to send love to it because that exists within you. And you need to send love to yourself. You need to send light to yourself to awaken that aspect within yourself that has been encapsulated. And Spirit told me a while ago that with soul retrieval, and I'm doing soul retrievals right now actually, that's going to be something that I'm going to be offering on my site here very soon on a one-to-one basis. They're just releasing this now. I'm doing it within a group right now. But what they told me is what happens is that it becomes encapsulated like a hard shell around that aspect, that we protect that part of us, and it creates a hard shell around it so that we are not able to be our truth and our wholeness. And we really need to be able to shine that light and to bring that light in like a lightning bolt that breaks that hard shell open and allows it to begin to grow as a seed and to be able to blossom then as a flower. And we have those woundings within each one of our chakras, our energy centers, from different experiences that we've had. And many of us that are considered of the light workers, and I say light workers like this because it's not just light workers, it's duality workers, it's awakeners, it's initiators, it's shamans, it's healers, okay? And I don't like to just call it light workers, because I believe that in order for us to excel and in order for us to raise into the truth of ourselves and become our true presence, which really we are, a spark of God, that we are that essence, that we must recognize all within us, and that is to recognize that darkness and that light, that is coming together and being one. Okay, being one within this humanness, that we have the awareness of the light that exists and that moves through us. Okay, we are part of God. We are extensions of the Mother and the Father coming together. Okay. Living a physical life here. We are that. I am that I am, that I am, that I am. I am that. Practice saying that. For that is what you truly, truly are. You are a divine light. You are God incarnate, a spark of God, an aspect of God, an experience, an experiment. Of energy coming into matter to be able to feel, to touch, to sense, to walk, to breathe. You are amazing. You are amazing. Okay, I feel like the message has come to an end here. They're telling me I'm going to do some quick little light codes. If you wish to receive, give permission to be able to receive this. And this light code is about, coming together, right? Being able to realize that the sense of duality that we do have, that we are indeed both, and we need both in our life in order to experience life. We need both. Okay. But do we live through the lightness and love, or do we live through that anger and protection? Okay, and we can choose that, but we must choose to heal. Okay, not to cover it up and just say, oh, that's okay. They don't know what they're doing. Well, it's not about them, it's about you. Sitting in the awareness of what it's doing to you and for you. Okay? because only you can heal you. Nobody else can. I can facilitate a healing. I can bring the energy in. I have the power to bring in a lot of energy. I can channel a lot of energy, and I can bring you the messages. But if you're not willing to allow that energy to come in, if you're not willing to receive that message, you will not receive it. You must choose. This is your journey. I'm here to facilitate. I'm here to guide. I'm not here to tell you anything. I'm only here to guide you. I'm here to help you. Okay? And that's a two-way street, because I learn as well. Okay. Let's do just a little quick light code here. Coming together. I feel like there's a lot of you that have a lot of tension within your shoulders. So begin with taking in a deep breath in order to receive the light. Okay? Calling in all of those beings of light, beings of unconditional love, the masters. Calling in my own personal dragon, calling yours forward, along with your higher self, your oversoul, to bring forward those guides and guardians that are here to help you, to integrate, to bring this channel of energy through you to receive it at a level that you are able to receive it. Awashana, Awashana, Chihanaha, Chihanaha, Awashana, Sorananaha, Sorananaha, Atora Awena, Haina, Aina, Oshana, 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 E, Awashane, Hey, Awashane, Hey, Awashane, Hey, Tokana, 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 Atokta, 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 E, Ana, He, Ana, Ari, Ana. Hari ana awi ana aina haya shoshana hai shoshana ha aroa 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 brokaniha ya ari ana ha tora 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 awokana shoshan tosha toka awakening, washing. Awakening. Wish Namaha. Solanaha, Arena, Resha, Tora, Tihara, Mukana, Ara, Arika, Awihana, Brika, Tonashi, Igana, washing it, shh. One Shoshan Kiha, Shoshan Kiha, Awashane Hana, Awashane Hana Ari Kanaha, Ari Kanaha, Arahana, Arahana, Wokana, 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 Shoshana, Wokana, 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 Arena Nahaya, Arena Nahaya, Toratiha, Toratiha, Shosha, 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 Karakiha, 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 Awikene, 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 Nishana, 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 Awikene, 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 Ishna, 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 Awikene, 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 Ishna, Ishna, Ishna. Thank you. Thank you to all that joined me. I felt your energy. Thank you. Thank you for honoring me with your presence. Thank you for all the work that you do. Thank you for your energy that you are bringing to the collective. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I love you all so very much. Please remember,